My child, do not scroll. Do not look away. This moment is not casual, and it is not late. It is precise. Heaven has marked this second, and the sound you sense is not noise. It is invitation. Christmas is approaching, and before lights are hung, before doors are closed, before routines resume, I am speaking now. I want to meet you. I will not force the door, but I am standing at it, knocking. This is your countdown, not to fear, but to awareness. 10 seconds are unfolding inside you right now. You feel the pull. You wonder why your heart slowed, why your thoughts quieted, why your hand hesitated before moving away. That is not accident. That is alignment drawing near. Stay till the end, because what I am releasing is connected to your attention, and what you choose in these moments will determine what opens and what waits. I know the year has been heavy. I know promises felt delayed. I know joy felt seasonal instead of constant. But I tell you this Christmas is different. I am not asking you to prepare a place for others first. I am asking you to open the door for me. Do not say later. Later is how moments pass, and this moment will not return in this form again. If you scroll away, you choose delay. If you remain, you choose encounter. This is not pressure, it is truth. Timing matters, and I have slowed it for you right now. Stay with me. Breathe. Do not multitask. Do not test the edge of this moment. Christmas is not about nostalgia, it is about arrival. I am saying I want to arrive. In the places you locked away, in the disappointments you hid behind smiles, in the prayers you stopped repeating because you did not want to be disappointed again. I see them all. I have not forgotten you, but I require your attention, because attention is agreement, and agreement unlocks movement. 10 seconds again, not spoken aloud, but felt inside you. Feel them passing. Feel the weight, not as fear, but as importance. This is how destiny announces itself quietly, not with fireworks, but with focus. My child, I am not speaking to everyone. I am speaking to you. Your heart is open enough to feel this pull and strong enough to stay. You were drawn here because something in you knew Christmas could be more than routine, more than memory, more than survival. I want to meet you, not in a building, not in tradition, but in decision. Open the door now. Do not decorate around emptiness. Do not sing around silence. Invite me in and watch what changes. First, it will be internal peace, where there was strain, clarity where there was confusion, warmth where there was emotional coldness. Then movement will follow, but only if you remain present. Stay till the end, because the release is connected to completion, not curiosity. Do not treat this as background sound. You are not listening by accident. You are here because alignment called you, and alignment requires response. My child, write your agreement. Type as AME, not to convince me, but to align yourself. Words spoken anchor intention, and intention directs outcome. Type it now. Do not wait. Do not overthink. Overthinking is how people miss divine timing. Christmas is not about what you lost. It is about what is being restored, and restoration begins with presence. You may feel resistance rising, a voice saying this is too intense, too emotional. That voice is not wisdom. It is fear, afraid of disappointment again. But I tell you, this encounter will not disappoint, because I am not offering illusion. I am offering myself. Stay with me. 10 seconds again. Feel them, gentle but firm, like a hand resting on your shoulder saying, stay. Do not move yet. My child, I know you are tired of being strong. I know you learned to carry seasons quietly. I know you celebrated others while postponing your own joy. But this Christmas, joy is not postponed anymore. If you open the door, I will enter. When I enter, cycles break, heaviness lifts, and direction clarifies. Do not rush, do not skim, do not leave early. Stay till the end and let alignment settle like snow falling softly, covering what was bare. I am speaking slowly because wait requires pacing. Christmas miracles do not always shout. Sometimes they whisper and ask you to listen. This is one of those moments. Listen. Stay. Do not scroll. Do not dismiss what you feel. This is a hinge moment. The kind you recognize later and say, that is where things shifted. My child. Like Akka. This message, not for numbers, but as a signal. When you act, you position yourself. Movement follows action. Alignment responds to obedience. Share it, because sharing is agreement made visible. Comments, because visibility matters. When you step forward, what is meant for you steps forward too. Do not hide in silence when invitation is being extended. Christmas is about light entering darkness, and light requires an open door. Stay with me. Do not divide your attention. You feel anticipation because something is near. Do not let familiarity dull this moment. This is not ordinary content. This is a divine interruption meant to realign your season. 10 seconds again. You are still here, and because you are still here, the door has not closed. Do not relax yet. What has begun must be carried through. Christmas carries authority this year because I am meeting those who open willingly, not perfectly, but honestly. I am not asking you to fix yourself before I enter. I enter to restore. I enter to heal. I enter to sit with you in the quiet and replace fear with peace. But you must open the door now. Now is where power lives. Later is where delay hides. Type us again if you need to anchor yourself. Stay till the end, because the encounter deepens. Those who remain receive what passers-by miss. Do not be a passerby this Christmas. Be present. As you stay, feel how the weight shifts, how hope stirs, how clarity forms. This is not emotion alone. This is alignment locking in. Alignment, once locked, moves quickly. I am closer than you think, closer than ever. And this moment is the knock. Open the door now, my child, and remain with me, because what follows will explain why you were told to stay. My child, hear this clearly. Many people start well but stumble because they do not learn how to maintain peace while moving. You are learning that now. Peace is no longer something you seek. It is something you carry, and carrying requires awareness. Awareness is what you are practicing by staying present. Stay till the end, because maintenance matters as much as beginning. My child, write your agreement again. Type AMEN, not as habit, but as affirmation. Affirmation that you choose to walk from alignment rather than impulse. Speak it and let it anchor you. Christmas affirmation is not loud, it is lived, and you are beginning to live it now. 10 seconds again, you are still here, and because you are still here, the rhythm of your walk continues to stabilize. My child, like this message, because action confirms continuation. When you like, you mark that this is not fleeting. Share it, because sharing expresses confidence, not uncertainty. Comment, because visibility strengthens resolve. Stay till the end, because the door remains open and the process is still unfolding. My child, you may notice that old distractions try to return, gently testing whether they still have authority. They do not, but they will test you. This is not failure. This is confirmation that change is real. Remain present and do not react. You are learning how to let distractions pass without following them. Christmas discernment allows you to choose calmly, and you are practicing that now. 10 seconds again, steady, confirming. Remain, my child. Type AMEN again if it centers you. Repetition now is grounding. Grounding protects momentum. Let it be spoken. Let it be seen. Like, share, comment, and remain connected, because connection sustains stability and prevents drift. My child, Christmas often brings moments where you are expected to respond quickly and emotionally. But because of what you carry now, you will pause before answering. You will listen before speaking. You will choose without guilt. This is not hesitation. This is wisdom. Wisdom formed through staying. Wisdom that will guide you in practical ways beyond this moment. Remain with me while this integrates. My child, you are closer than you think to walking into rooms and conversations with a different presence. Not louder, not quieter, but grounded. Others will feel it even if they cannot name it. This presence was cultivated here by staying, and it will protect you from being pulled into old patterns. Do not abandon it early. My child, do not scroll now. The walk is still learning its pace. The ground is still settling beneath you. Stay till the end and allow this stabilization to complete, because what you carry forward will depend on how well this stage finishes. My child, I am meeting you this Christmas, not only to guide your steps, but to teach you how to walk without losing peace. What you have learned here will remain with you beyond this season. You stayed, and because you stayed, your walk will be steady. Remain with me a little longer, and let the path fully settle beneath you, because what comes next will feel clear and supported for those who stayed attentive. My child, you are still here. And because you are still here, the walk has found its center. Do not scroll now. Do not drift. This is not repetition. This is reinforcement. Christmas is now close enough that the way you move will reveal what you carry. 10 seconds are moving again within you. Not loud, not urgent, but attentive, like a steady awareness saying, remain present. Stay till the end, because what is happening now is anchoring movement so it does not pull you away from peace. Remain with me while this anchors fully. My child, notice how you are no longer trying to force meaning. You are allowing meaning to meet you. This is not passivity. This is trust matured. Christmas trust does not demand signs. It recognizes alignment when it arrives, and you recognized it by staying. Open the door again, not because it closed, but because anchoring deepens with continued willingness. Let me remain with you as this anchoring sets. 10 seconds again, feel them calm and grounding. This is not pressure. This is steadiness settling. Do not interrupt it. My child, hear this clearly. Anchoring is what allows you to carry peace into motion without spilling it. Many lose peace when life speeds up because it was never anchored. You are anchoring now, and because you stayed, this anchor is holding. You will feel it when stress tries to rise and cannot, when urgency whispers and fades. This is not imagination. This is alignment working practically. Stay till the end, because anchoring completes through presence. My child, write your agreement again. Type AMEN, not as habit, but as acknowledgement. Acknowledgement that peace is no longer fragile for you. Speak it and let it anchor you. Christmas acknowledgement is not performance. It is ownership. And you are owning what has been given. 10 seconds again, you are still here. And because you are still here, the anchor holds stronger. My child, like this message, because action confirms anchoring. When you reinforce that this is not temporary. Share it, because sharing expresses confidence, not need. Comment, because visibility seals your commitment. Stay till the end, because the door remains open, and the anchoring is still completing. My child, you may feel moments where your mind tests the old pattern, asking, what if this fades? What if nothing changes? That voice is habit, not truth. You do not need to argue with it. Simply remain present and let it pass. Christmas truth does not need defense. It stands quietly, and you are learning how to stand without explanation. 10 seconds again, steady, confirming, remain. My child, type Amen again if it grounds you. Repetition now is grounding. Grounding keeps the anchor set. Let it be spoken. Let it be seen. Like, share, comment, and remain connected, because connection sustains anchoring and prevents drift when noise returns. My child, this is also a moment of recognition and response. Some of you feel gratitude rising, not emotional, but settled recognition that something valuable has been anchored. Recognition invites response, and response deepens embodiment. If you feel led in this part to express that recognition through super thanks, do so freely and joyfully, not from pressure, but from understanding. Seed time and honor matter. What is given in alignment carries peace in return. Willingness matters more than amount. Christmas generosity flows from fullness. Let your response remain free. My child, you are learning how to remain calm while aware, how to move without rushing, how to listen without absorbing stress. These are not small skills. They are the marks of alignment, and they are being secured now. Remain present while they set. My child, Christmas often brings unexpected moments, changes in plans, conversations you did not anticipate, emotions that surface without warning. Because of what is anchored now, you will meet those moments without losing your center. You will adjust without anxiety and respond without regret. This is the fruit of anchoring, and it was formed here by staying. My child, you are closer than you think to carrying peace as a constant companion rather than a seasonal visitor. This companion was invited in when you opened the door and asked to stay, and you honored that invitation by remaining. Do not abandon it early. 10 seconds again, calm, affirming, stay. My child, write Amen again if it centers you, not because you fear losing peace, but because you are choosing to live from it. Speak it, and let it remind you later of what you chose here. My child, do not scroll now. The anchor is still setting, like weight settling into ground. You are learning how to live grounded rather than reactive, grounded rather than hurried. This will change how you experience not only Christmas, but what follows after it. My child, I am meeting you this Christmas, not only to walk with you, but to teach you how to remain steady when walking becomes demanding. What you are anchoring here will support you in busy rooms, quiet nights, and unexpected turns. You stayed, and because you stayed, the anchor holds. Remain with me a little longer, and let this final anchoring complete, because what you carry forward will depend on how fully this settles. Stay till the end and remain aligned. My child, you are still here, and because you are still here, the center is holding. Do not scroll now. Do not let your attention loosen. This is not the moment to drift. Christmas is at the door, and doors respond to awareness. 10 seconds are moving again within you, not as urgency, not as warning, but as presence. Like a steady light saying, remain attentive. Stay till the end, because what is happening now is deep centering, the kind that allows you to remain yourself no matter where you stand. Remain with me while this centers fully. My child, notice how the need to prove yourself has softened, how the urge to explain has quieted. This is not withdrawal. This is confidence settling. Confidence that does not require noise. Christmas confidence is gentle. It stands without defending, and you are learning how to stand now. Open the door again, not because it closed, but because depth welcomes consistency. Let me remain with you as this centering deepens. 10 seconds again, feel them steady and reassuring. This is not pressure. This is alignment holding you in place. Do not interrupt it. My child, hear this clearly. Centering is what allows you to enter spaces without losing peace. Many people borrow energy from others to feel secure, but you are learning how to draw from within because alignment has been established. You will no longer need to brace yourself for interaction. You will enter with calm presence. This is a gift you are receiving now. Stay till the end, because centering completes quietly and must not be rushed. My child, write your agreement again. Type AME, not as repetition, but as affirmation. Affirmation that you are choosing to live from center rather than reaction. Speak it and let it anchor you. Christmas affirmation here is simple and strong. You are here, you are present, you are aligned. 10 seconds again, you are still here, and because you are still here, the center continues to hold. My child, like this message, because action confirms centering. When you like, you reinforce that this is real. Share it, because sharing expresses confidence, not anxiety. Comment, because visibility seals your choice. Stay till the end, because the door remains open and the work is still active. My child, you may notice thoughts trying to pull you into the future. What if questions, planning, worries? Do not follow them. Planning will come later. Right now, presence is needed. Centering ensures that when planning begins, it will be clear, not frantic. Remain present and allow centering to finish. My child, type AMEN again if it steadies you. Repetition now is grounding. Grounding keeps the center firm. Let it be spoken. Let it be seen. Like, share, comment, and remain connected, because connection sustains centering and reminds you later of what you chose here. My child, Christmas often brings moments where old patterns try to reassert themselves. Habits of people-pleasing, overgiving, overthinking. But because of what is centering now, those habits will feel foreign. You will recognize them and choose differently without struggle. This is not willpower. This is alignment expressing itself. Stay with me while this solidifies. My child, you are closer than you think to carrying yourself with ease into rooms that once drained you. Conversations that once unsettled you will feel simpler, not because others changed, but because your center holds. This center was formed here by staying. Do not abandon it early. My child, do not scroll now. The centering is still integrating into how you breathe, how you listen, how you respond. You may not notice it consciously, but you will notice it later when you realize you did not react the way you once would have. This is evidence. Remain present while it sets. My child, Christmas is about Emmanuel, God with you. With you means with your center, not just your circumstances. I am with you in the quiet space where decisions are made, where reactions are chosen, where peace is preserved. You are learning how to meet me there consistently. This is maturity forming. Do not rush it. My child, write AMEN again, if it grounds you, not from fear, but from recognition. Recognition that something solid has formed. Speak it, and let it remind you later when you are tempted to rush. My child, you are learning how to be present without tension, how to remain attentive without strain. This skill will carry you through celebrations, disappointments, and ordinary days alike. Centering does not disappear. When life moves, it travels with you because you allowed it to settle fully. My child, 10 seconds again. Calm. Confirming. Remain. This is not a countdown to loss. This is a witness to stability. You are still here, and because you are still here, the center is secure. My child, do not scroll now. Allow this last layer of centering to complete, because what follows will require you to move from this place, not search for it again. You will not need to recreate this moment. You will remember it through how you live. My child, I am meeting you this Christmas, not to pull you out of life, but to plant you firmly within it, rooted, steady, and at peace. You stayed when it mattered, and because you stayed, your center is strong. Remain with me a little longer and let the centering finish, because what comes next will rest on this foundation. Stay till the end and remain aligned. My child, you are still here, and because you are still here, something important is settling into permanence. Do not scroll now. Do not assume this moment has finished its work. Christmas is near, and nearness has a way of revealing what will remain when movement increases. 10 seconds are moving again within you, not loudly, not urgently, but with quiet certainty, like a steady hand resting on your back saying, "Stay with this." What is happening now is not emotional rise or spiritual excitement. It is stability taking its place. My child, many people experience moments of clarity, but never allow them to become structure. They feel peace briefly, and then return to urgency, because peace was never allowed to settle deeply. You are different right now because you are not rushing to label this moment or extract something from it. You are allowing it to form you. Christmas formation is slow, gentle, and lasting. It does not shout to be noticed. It builds quietly so it can hold weight later. Remain with me as this formation continues. My child, notice how your body feels compared to earlier. Your breathing is steadier. Your thoughts are less crowded. You are not trying to manage the future or replay the past. This is not because life suddenly became simple. It is because alignment is beginning to hold you instead of you holding everything else. That shift matters more than you realize. Alignment carried internally will change how you walk into rooms, how you listen, how you decide, and how you rest. This is not theory. This is preparation. My child, open the door again. Not because it closed, but because trust deepens through repetition. Each time you choose presence instead of escape, alignment strengthens. 10 seconds again, moving gently within you. Feel how they do not pull you forward or push you back. They hold you where you are. This is where strength forms, not in motion alone, but in grounded stillness that can move when the time comes. My child, you have spent seasons surviving by staying alert, guarded, and prepared for disappointment. That vigilance kept you safe, but it also kept you tired. I am not removing wisdom from you, I am removing strain. Christmas wisdom does not require constant alertness. It allows you to rest without losing discernment. You are learning that now. Stay with me while that old tension loosens. My child, you may notice thoughts trying to interrupt things you need to do, messages you need to check, responsibilities waiting. Those things will still be there, but this moment will not repeat itself in the same way. Moments like this ask one question: will you stay when nothing is demanding your attention except presence itself? You are answering yes, and that answer is shaping you more than you know. My child, what is forming now will soon be tested, not to expose weakness, but to confirm strength. Christmas brings closeness, gatherings, conversations, expectations, memories. Closeness often stirs emotion, but because of what is settling now, you will not be pulled apart by those moments. You will feel emotion without being ruled by it. You will engage without overextending. You will rest without guilt. This is not restraint, this is maturity. My child, 10 seconds again. Let them pass without analysis. Do not measure this moment by sensation. Measure it by steadiness. You are not chasing peace anymore. Peace is learning how to stay with you. That is a different kind of gift. Gifts like this are not wrapped loudly. They are carried quietly and revealed over time. My child, I want you to understand something clearly. Nothing here is being wasted. Every second you remain present is reinforcing a new internal pattern. Old patterns were built through repetition too, repetition of stress, reaction, and urgency. New patterns form the same way, through repeated presence, calm attention, and trust. You are practicing that now. This practice will meet you later when you least expect it. My child, you are not being asked to do more, prove more, or promise more. You are being asked to remain. Remaining is not passive. Remaining is active trust. Remaining says, I do not need to escape this quiet to feel safe. Remaining says, I trust what is forming, even if I cannot yet name it. That trust is becoming part of you now. My child, Christmas is not only about what arrives, it is about what stays. Excitement arrives and fades, noise rises and passes. But what stays is what you carried quietly when no one was watching. You are carrying something now, peace that does not depend on circumstances, clarity that does not rush, confidence that does not perform. These things will outlast the season. My child, you may feel a subtle readiness beginning to rise. Not urgency, not pressure, but availability. Availability says, I am open to what is next without forcing it. That posture will guide you better than planning ever could. Stay with me as this availability settles into rhythm. My child, 10 seconds again. You are still here. That matters. Many leave at this stage because nothing feels dramatic anymore. But this is the stage where depth becomes durable. This is where alignment becomes lived reality. Do not leave when the roots are still strengthening. My child, if this moment speaks to you, type breakthrough in the comments, not as a declaration of something loud, but as recognition that something internal has shifted into stability. My child, remain with me a little longer. What you are allowing to form here will guide you through choices, conversations, and changes ahead. You did not miss this moment. You honored it by staying. And because you stayed, what comes next will feel steadier than what came before. My child, you are still here. And because you are still here, the movement ahead is learning how to remain steady. Do not scroll now. Do not assume this part is smaller than the others. This is where what has been formed internally begins to shape how you will walk forward. Christmas is near, and nearness brings motion, not rushed motion, but real-life movement. 10 seconds are moving again within you, not to push you forward, but to remind you that steadiness can move without losing itself. My child, many people know how to begin, and many know how to pause, but few know how to move without abandoning peace. You are learning that now. Movement guided by peace feels different from movement driven by pressure. It does not pull at your chest. It does not rush your thoughts. It does not demand proof before taking a step. It simply unfolds. Stay with me as this understanding settles. My child, notice how the idea of moving forward no longer feels heavy. That is because you are not carrying fear with it. Fear adds weight. Alignment removes it. Christmas movement is not about speed. It is about direction. You do not need to know every step. You only need to remain aligned with the one you are taking. That clarity is forming now. My child, open the door again, not because it closed, but because movement requires ongoing openness. Alignment is not a one-time decision. It is a posture you return to. 10 seconds again. Feel how they steady rather than hurry you. This is how right movement feels. Supported, not strained. My child, you have lived seasons where movement meant survival. You moved because you had to, because stopping felt dangerous. That taught you strength, but it also taught you to associate movement with tension. I am teaching you something new now. Movement can be gentle. Movement can be safe. Movement can be guided without being forced. Christmas movement carries peace with it, not exhaustion behind it. My child, you may notice thoughts about responsibility beginning to surface. Things you need to do, decisions you need to make, conversations ahead. Let them surface without engaging them yet. Right now, your role is not to plan. It is to let posture settle. When posture is right, decisions become simpler. When posture is rushed, even small decisions feel heavy. Stay with me while posture continues to form. My child, 10 seconds again. You are still here. This tells me you are not afraid of quiet forward motion anymore. That matters. Quiet movement often accomplishes more than loud effort. It conserves strength. It preserves clarity. It allows you to respond instead of react. These qualities will soon be needed, and you are being prepared without stress. My child, Christmas often brings expectations, spoken and unspoken. Others may expect you to show up a certain way, give a certain amount, carry a certain emotional tone. Because of what is forming now, you will meet expectations without losing yourself. You will give where you are led and rest where you are not. This discernment is not selfish. It is healthy. It comes from alignment, not avoidance. My child, understand this clearly. Nothing you are learning now will make you less compassionate. It will make you more sustainable. Sustainable compassion lasts. Unsustainable compassion burns out and withdraws. You are being shaped for the kind that stays. Stay with me as that capacity continues to grow. My child, open the door again, not out of habit, but out of trust. Trust says, I can move without bracing myself. 10 seconds again, moving gently. Feel how your body is not tightening at the thought of what comes next. That is evidence of preparation. My child, movement aligned with peace does not announce itself. You may not feel a dramatic push or sudden clarity. Instead, you will notice that when the moment to act arrives, you simply act, without internal debate, without dread. That ease is being cultivated now. Do not rush this stage. My child, you are not being asked to predict outcomes. You are being asked to stay aligned. Alignment will guide outcomes as they appear. Christmas alignment is relational, not mechanical. It responds rather than controls. You are learning how to live that way now. My child, 10 seconds again. You are still here. The steadiness you feel is not accidental. It is the result of staying long enough for peace to organize your internal world. That organization will soon express itself externally in how you speak, how you listen, how you choose. These changes will feel natural, not forced. My child, you may feel a quiet confidence beginning to rise, not the kind that needs validation, but the kind that knows it can handle what comes. That confidence is not self-generated. It is the result of alignment taking root. Stay with me as it settles fully. My child, Christmas movement will not ask you to abandon rest. It will invite you to carry rest with you. You will learn to pause even while active, to breathe even while engaged. This is not something you have to remember consciously. It will become instinct because you allowed it to form here. My child, if this part speaks to you, type peace in the comments, not as a performance, but as recognition that movement no longer feels threatening to you. My child, remain with me a little longer. What is forming now will guide your steps when action is required. You did not rush this process, and because you did not, what comes next will not rush you either. My child, you are still here, and because you are still here, movement has crossed into responsibility. Not burden, not pressure, but stewardship of what has been given. Do not scroll now. Do not disengage. This is not a repeat of earlier moments. This is the stage where peace learns how to carry purpose. Christmas is close, and closeness reveals what you will protect when life begins to pull at you again. 10 seconds are moving within you, steady and intentional, like hands learning how to hold something valuable without gripping too tightly. My child, many people receive peace, but lose it quickly because they never learn how to carry it. Peace is not fragile, but it must be honored. You are learning that honor now. Honor shows up in how you pace yourself, how you listen to your limits, how you respond instead of react. This is not restriction. This is wisdom maturing. Stay with me while this understanding deepens. My child, responsibility has often meant weight for you. You learned early that being responsible meant carrying more than was fair, staying strong when you were tired, showing up when no one noticed. I see that history. I am not repeating it. I am redeeming it. What is forming now is responsibility without self-erasure. Christmas responsibility carried with peace does not crush, it clarifies. 10 seconds again. You are still here. Feel how the idea of responsibility no longer tightens your chest. That is because alignment is teaching you how to say yes without fear and no without guilt. This balance is new for you, and it will change how you experience relationships, work, and rest. Let it settle. My child, stewardship begins with awareness. Awareness of your energy. Awareness of your time. Awareness of what nourishes you and what drains you. You are becoming more aware now, not hypervigilant, but calmly attentive. This is the posture that allows peace to remain even when demands increase. Stay with me as this posture strengthens. My child, Christmas often brings requests, some joyful, some heavy. Because of what is forming now, you will be able to discern which requests are yours to carry and which are not. You will not need to justify your choices. Alignment will speak for you. This discernment is not learned overnight. It is cultivated by staying present as you are now. Open the door again, not because it closed, but because stewardship deepens with repeated consent. 10 seconds again. Feel how your breathing remains steady, even as the future comes into view. This is how readiness feels when it is aligned. My child, you may notice a shift in how you think about giving. Giving no longer feels like depletion, it feels like participation. Participation happens when you are full enough to share without losing yourself. This fullness is being restored now. Christmas generosity flows best from fullness, not obligation. My child, responsibility carried with peace allows you to remain kind without becoming resentful. It allows you to stay engaged without becoming exhausted. These are not small changes. They are structural. They will affect how long you can sustain what you love. Stay with me while these structures continue to form. 10 seconds again. You are still here. This tells me you are no longer afraid of what comes with responsibility because you are not carrying it alone anymore. Alignment supports you now. That support will become visible later, but it is being installed here. My child, stewardship also means protecting what matters. You will protect rest. You will protect clarity. You will protect the quiet voice within you that guides rather than shouts. Protecting these does not make you less available. It makes you more present. This is what Christmas peace looks like when it matures. My child, hear this clearly. You are not being prepared to do more. You are being prepared to do what matters. The difference is everything. Doing more leads to burnout. Doing what matters leads to fulfillment. Alignment sorts this for you, and you are allowing that sorting to happen now. 10 seconds again. Feel how your mind is not racing ahead. That calm is not laziness. It is focus returning. Focus will guide you when decisions arise. Stay with me as it stabilizes. My child, this is also a moment of recognition. Recognition that something meaningful has been given to you. Recognition that what is forming deserves care. When recognition is present, response becomes natural, not pressured. If you feel led in this moment, like this message as a quiet yes, share it. If you sense it may steady someone else. Join the community so you can continue walking in alignment rather than isolation. And if you choose to express recognition through super thanks, do so freely and joyfully, not from obligation, but from understanding. What is given willingly in alignment carries peace, and willingness matters more than amount. My child, after this moment, movement will continue. Conversations will resume, life will press. But because of what is forming now, you will not lose your center when it does. You will feel the difference later, often in hindsight, when you realize you responded calmly where you once would have reacted. 10 seconds again. You are still here. This is not accidental. This is stewardship forming into habit. My child, Christmas responsibility does not mean carrying everything. It means carrying the right things well. You are learning how to tell the difference. That learning is quiet, but it is lasting. My child, if this part resonates, type strength in the comments. Not as a declaration of power, but as recognition that strength is no longer costing you peace. Remain with me a little longer. The next part will build on this foundation, and what follows will feel lighter because you did not rush what mattered. My child, you are still here, and because you are still here, responsibility has softened into wisdom. Do not scroll now. Do not disengage. This is not repetition. This is refinement. Christmas is drawing closer, and closeness reveals not what you can handle, but how you handle it. 10 seconds are moving again within you, steady and deliberate, like hands learning the exact weight they were meant to carry. My child, wisdom does not arrive loudly. It settles. It rearranges priorities without argument. You may already sense that some things no longer deserve the urgency you once gave them. This is not apathy. This is discernment. Discernment is peace, learning where to rest. Stay with me while this discernment completes its work. My child, you once believed that being responsible meant being tense. You learned to stay alert, braced, ready for things to fall apart. I am teaching you something different now. Responsibility carried with alignment does not tighten the body, it steadies it. Feel that steadiness now. It is not fragile, it is learned. You are still here. Notice how your breathing remains even. That is because wisdom is beginning to lead instead of fear. My child, Christmas often exposes hidden pressures, unspoken expectations, emotional history, memories layered with obligation. Because of what is forming now, you will not be pulled under by these currents. You will recognize them without being controlled by them. This recognition is quiet power. My child, wisdom teaches you how to pause without guilt, to consider without overthinking, to respond without defending. These are skills you were never taught. They are being formed now through presence. Stay with me as these skills root. Open the door again, not because it closed, but because wisdom deepens with willingness repeated. Feel how your thoughts slow, not from confusion, but from clarity. This is how clarity feels when it is safe to arrive. My child, you are beginning to understand that peace is not the absence of responsibility. It is the right relationship with it. When responsibility is aligned, it no longer consumes you. It cooperates with you. This cooperation is new, and it will change how you experience work, family, and rest. My child, wisdom also reshapes how you listen. You will listen more deeply without absorbing what is not yours. You will hear emotion without carrying it as weight. This boundary is not separation, it is health. Stay present while this boundary strengthens. You are still here. That tells me you are no longer running from silence. Silence has become a place of orientation for you. My child, Christmas wisdom does not rush decisions. It waits for peace to agree with timing. You are learning to recognize that agreement now. When peace is absent, you will wait. When peace is present, you will move without hesitation. This will protect you. My child, hear this clearly. Wisdom is not knowing everything in advance. Wisdom is knowing how to stay present when you do not. You are practicing that now by staying. Feel how your body remains settled, even as the future comes into view. This is readiness without anxiety. My child, there will be moments ahead where others move quickly, react emotionally, or pressure you to respond immediately. Because of what is forming now, you will not be swept into their urgency. You will respond from center. This is not detachment, this is leadership of self. My child, Wisdom carried into Christmas allows you to celebrate without exhaustion and reflect without regret. It allows joy to be full and grief to be honest without either overwhelming the other. This balance is rare. It is forming now. Stay with me. You are still here. That consistency is not small. It is shaping you. My child, wisdom also teaches you when to stop, when enough is enough, when rest is not optional but necessary. You are learning to hear that signal now without shame. This will preserve you long after the season ends. My child, this wisdom will not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it will feel like choosing not to engage. Sometimes it will feel like waiting an extra moment before answering. Sometimes it will feel like leaving early. These small choices will change your life more than large declarations ever did. Notice the absence of pressure. That absence is not emptiness, it is order. My child, Christmas order is not rigid. It is peaceful. It allows things to take their place naturally. You are entering that order now. If this wisdom resonates with you, type peace in the comments, not as a performance, but as recognition that peace is becoming your guide. Remain with me a little longer. The next part will move from wisdom into clarity of direction, and what follows will feel natural because you did not rush this stage. My child, you are still here, and because you are still here, clarity is beginning to rise without force. Do not scroll now. Do not turn away. This is not urgency. This is direction, emerging naturally. Christmas is near, and nearness brings contrast. What once felt confusing is starting to separate into what matters and what does not. 10 seconds are moving again within you, not loudly, not sharply, but steadily, like fog lifting from a familiar path. My child, clarity does not rush you. It invites you to see. You may notice that certain thoughts no longer compete for your attention. Some concerns feel smaller. Some priorities feel quieter but stronger. This is not loss. This is refinement. Clarity removes excess without removing meaning. Stay with me while this refinement completes. You are still here. That steadiness allows clarity to settle without resistance. My child, Christmas clarity does not arrive as a list of instructions. It arrives as a sense of this matters, and this can wait. It reorders without arguing. You may already feel less pulled in multiple directions. That is not indecision. That is focus returning. My child, clarity also changes how you remember the past. You no longer relive it to punish yourself. You observe it to learn. The emotional charge begins to loosen. This is healing through understanding, not suppression. Stay present while this understanding integrates. Open the door again, not because it closed, but because clarity deepens with consent repeated. Feel how your inner space feels less crowded. That is clarity creating room. My child, clarity will guide how you step into Christmas gatherings, conversations, and quiet moments. You will sense when to speak and when to listen, when to engage and when to rest. This guidance will feel calm, not demanding. Calm guidance lasts. My child, there were seasons when you tried to force clarity by thinking harder, planning more, controlling outcomes. That effort exhausted you. I am teaching you clarity through presence now. Presence reveals what effort could not. You are learning a new way. You are still here. That patience is not passive, it is active alignment. My child, clarity also strengthens boundaries without making you harsh. You will say no without guilt and yes without fear. This balance will surprise you. It is not learned through conflict, but through centering. Stay with me as this balance sets. My child, Christmas clarity allows you to enjoy what is in front of you without scanning for what is missing. Gratitude becomes easier. Comparison loses its grip. You begin to see your life as it is, not as it should have been. This acceptance is not surrender, it is freedom. Notice how your body remains relaxed while your mind becomes sharper. This is how clarity feels when it is safe. My child, clarity will also change how you approach decisions after Christmas. You will not rush simply because time is passing. You will wait until peace agrees with action. This patience will protect you from regret. My child, hear this clearly. Clarity does not promise that everything will be easy. It promises that you will not be confused about who you are and what matters most. That certainty will anchor you when circumstances fluctuate. You are still here. That consistency is building trust within you. My child, clarity also reveals where you have been overgiving. You will notice where your energy leaks and where it is restored. This awareness is not accusation, it is instruction. Instruction delivered gently lasts longer. Stay with me. You are still here. That tells me you are no longer afraid of seeing clearly. My child, Christmas clarity will allow you to enjoy simplicity. A quiet moment will feel full. A small gesture will feel meaningful. You will stop measuring worth by scale. This shift will lighten you. My child, clarity also prepares you for direction. But direction must wait until clarity finishes its work. That is why staying matters. Those who rush clarity often return to confusion. You are not rushing. Notice the calm confidence beginning to form. That confidence is not about answers. It is about trust in the process. My child, this clarity will soon influence how you plan your days, how you speak to yourself, how you rest. You will choose differently without forcing yourself to change. This is alignment expressing itself naturally. My child, do not underestimate the power of seeing clearly without judgment. Judgment drains energy. Clarity restores it. You are experiencing restoration now. You are still here. That tells me clarity is welcome. If this clarity resonates with you, type breakthrough in the comments, not to announce yourself, but to acknowledge that confusion is loosening its hold. Remain with me. The next part will move from clarity into direction, and direction will feel gentle because you allowed clarity to complete. My child, you are still here. And because you are still here, direction is beginning to reveal itself without pressure. Do not scroll now. Do not disengage. This is not command. This is guidance forming gently. The season is close, and closeness brings alignment into motion. 10 seconds are moving again within you, steady and quiet, like a compass settling after a long journey. My child, direction does not rush you forward. It invites you to notice where peace agrees with movement. You may feel an inner pull toward certain steps and a release from others. This is not indecision. This is discernment emerging. Discernment does not argue loudly. It speaks softly and waits to be trusted. Stay with me. While this trust develops, you are still here. That steadiness allows direction to organize itself. My child, direction begins by removing false urgency. You no longer feel pressured to respond immediately to every demand. Some paths lose their shine, others feel simple and right. This is not narrowing your life, it is clarifying it. A clear path carries less weight than many competing ones. My child, direction also affects how you use your energy. You will notice when effort feels forced and when action feels natural. Natural movement lasts, forced movement drains. You are learning the difference now, not through trial and error, but through awareness. Open the door again, not because it closed, but because direction deepens when you remain open to being guided rather than driven. Feel how your inner pace slows, even as clarity sharpens. My child, direction does not require certainty about every outcome. It requires willingness to take the next right step without fear. Fear demands guarantees. Direction asks for presence. You are practicing presence now. You are still here. My child, direction will influence how you speak in conversations. You will pause before responding. You will sense when silence is wiser than explanation. This restraint is not weakness, it is wisdom. Wisdom conserves strength. My child, there were times when you followed paths chosen by expectation rather than alignment. Those paths taught you endurance, but they also exhausted you. I am redirecting you gently now, not with force, but with clarity that feels kind. That kindness you feel toward yourself is not accidental. It is direction correcting course without shame. My child, direction also reshapes priorities. What once felt urgent may now feel optional. What once felt small may now feel essential. This shift will simplify your days and steady your nights. Simplicity is not loss, it is relief. Stay with me. You are still here. Direction responds to those who remain. My child, direction will soon invite action, but not yet. First, it must become familiar. You must learn how it feels when you are moving in agreement. That familiarity protects you from rushing later. My child, direction is patient. It does not fear delay. It understands timing. You are learning timing now by staying present even when nothing dramatic is happening. Notice how your thoughts feel ordered rather than crowded. My child, direction will also change how you relate to time. You will stop racing it. You will start partnering with it. This partnership will remove pressure from your decisions. My child, direction does not isolate you from others. It helps you engage without losing yourself. You will listen without absorbing stress. You will give without depletion. This balance will feel new, but right. You are still here. That means direction has space to settle. My child, direction will not always feel exciting. Sometimes it will feel calm. Calm does not mean inactive. Calm means aligned. Aligned movement goes farther with less effort. My child, direction also prepares you to say no without explanation, and yes, without regret. This confidence will grow quietly. Others may notice your steadiness before you do. Feel how certainty is replacing anxiety. My child, direction is not about controlling the future. It is about choosing the present wisely. The future responds to how you live now. You are learning how to live now. Stay with me. You are still here. My child, direction will guide you beyond this season into the days that follow. It will whisper when to move and when to wait. It will protect you from impulsive decisions. This protection comes from clarity you allowed to form earlier. My child, do not measure direction by speed. Measure it by peace. Peace is the indicator that you are walking correctly. That peace you feel is not fragile. It is becoming dependable. My child, direction will simplify your goals. You will stop chasing everything and start choosing what aligns. This choice will free your energy for what matters. My child, direction does not shout. It stays consistent. You will recognize it by how it repeats gently rather than demands loudly. You are still here. That tells me you are ready to follow without forcing. If you feel this direction settling within you, type peace in the comments, not to signal others, but to mark alignment for yourself. Remain with me. The next part will move from direction into action that feels natural, not forced. My child, you are still here, and because you are still here, movement is beginning to feel possible without pressure. Do not scroll now. Do not disengage. This is not urgency. This is readiness forming. Readiness does not shout. It steadies. 10 seconds are moving again within you, calm and deliberate, like weight shifting onto feet that are prepared to walk. My child, movement born from alignment feels different than movement driven by fear. Fear rushes. Alignment guides. You are learning the difference now, not by effort, but by awareness. Stay with me while this distinction becomes clear. You are still here. That presence allows movement to take shape safely. My child, movement does not begin with speed. It begins with balance. You will feel when balance is present because your body and thoughts cooperate instead of competing. This cooperation is new for you, and it is forming because you stayed long enough for clarity to settle. My child, movement will soon express itself in small actions, not dramatic leaps. Small, confident steps. You may feel prompted to speak when you once stayed silent, or to rest when you once pushed. These shifts are signs of healthy movement. Open the door again, not because it closed, but because willingness expands when repeated. Feel how tension loosens without you forcing it. My child, movement aligned with peace conserves energy. You will notice that you are no longer drained after simple decisions. This is because resistance has less power over you. Resistance weakens when clarity strengthens. You are still here. My child, movement will also affect how you plan. You will no longer overplan to feel safe. You will plan with flexibility. Flexibility is strength, not uncertainty. It allows you to adapt without losing direction. My child, there were seasons when you moved because you felt behind. That weight is lifting. You are not catching up. You are moving forward intentionally. This difference matters more than speed. Feel the relief of not having to rush. My child, movement will invite courage, but not recklessness. Courage here is calm. It is the willingness to act without guarantees while trusting alignment. You are learning how to trust alignment now. My child, movement also reshapes your relationship with hesitation. Hesitation no longer controls you. It informs you. You listen, then choose. This is maturity in motion. You are still here. That steadiness gives movement integrity. My child, movement will not pull you away from peace. Peace will travel with you. You will recognize this because even when tasks increase, your inner state remains grounded. This is how you know movement is aligned. My child, movement does not mean doing more. It means doing what fits. You will release obligations that were never yours. This release will feel like space opening inside you. Breathe. You are not being pushed. My child, movement also prepares you for interaction. You will enter conversations without rehearsing. You will speak honestly without over-explaining. This ease is not accidental. It comes from alignment you allowed to form earlier. My child, movement will sometimes ask you to pause. Pausing is not regression. It is adjustment. Adjustment keeps movement sustainable. You are still here. My child, movement guided by clarity does not fear correction. If a step needs refining, you will notice without self-judgment. This gentleness toward yourself is new, and it will protect you from burnout. My child, movement will also affect how you handle uncertainty. You will no longer need certainty to proceed. You will trust timing to reveal what you need when you need it. Feel how your shoulders rest more easily. My child, movement is already beginning in subtle ways. Pay attention to what feels lighter. Follow lightness. Lightness does not mean avoidance, it means alignment. My child, movement aligned with wisdom simplifies choices. Fewer decisions will feel heavy. More will feel obvious. This clarity is the reward of staying present. You are still here. That tells me movement is forming correctly. My child, movement does not compete with stillness. It grows from it. Because you allowed stillness to do its work, movement now carries stability. My child, movement will invite responsibility, but not overwhelm. You will respond to what is yours and release what is not. This discernment will keep you steady as life becomes fuller. Notice how confidence is replacing doubt quietly. My child, movement will not erase rest. Rest will accompany it. You will know when to stop without guilt. This balance will feel unfamiliar at first, but it is healthy. My child, movement guided by alignment honors your limits. Limits are not barriers, they are borders that protect what matters. You are still here. My child, movement will soon become visible to you in hindsight. You will look back and realize when it began. It began here, when you chose presence over escape. My child, do not measure movement by comparison. Measure it by coherence. When your actions match your inner state, movement is aligned. That coherence is forming now. My child, movement will help you trust yourself again. Not because you are perfect, but because you are present. Presence is reliable. My child, movement does not require applause. It requires consistency. You are learning consistency by staying when nothing demands it. You are still here. That consistency matters. My child, movement will carry you beyond this moment into ordinary days. You will walk with more ease, decide with more clarity, and rest with less resistance. This is not theory. This is formation. My child, you are still here, and because you are still here, motion is becoming trust instead of effort. Do not scroll now. Do not disengage. This is not repetition. This is development. Development happens quietly, beneath awareness, when you remain long enough for change to become natural. 10 seconds are moving again within you, steady and composed, like a path revealing itself step by step, rather than all at once. My child, there was a time when movement felt unsafe to you, when every step carried fear of mistake, fear of loss, fear of regret. That fear made you either rush or freeze. But notice what is happening now. You are neither rushing nor frozen. You are attentive. This is trust forming in motion. You are still here. And because you are still here, trust has room to grow. My child, trust does not begin with certainty. It begins with presence. Presence allows you to notice what is real instead of imagining what might go wrong. You are practicing that now by staying aware instead of escaping forward or backward. My child, trust in motion feels like this. You move without gripping the outcome. You act without rehearsing every possible failure. You allow yourself to adjust without shame. This is the kind of trust that lasts. Feel how your body no longer braces. My child, trust also changes how you listen. You will hear guidance without forcing interpretation. You will sense when to act and when to wait without arguing with yourself. This inner cooperation is new, and it is emerging because alignment has been established. My child, trust will soon express itself in decisions that feel simple, not because they are easy, but because resistance is gone. Resistance complicates what clarity simplifies. You are still here. My child, trust does not mean you will never feel uncertainty again. It means uncertainty will not control you. You will feel it, acknowledge it, and continue forward without panic. This is emotional maturity forming. My child, trust also reshapes how you relate to time. You are no longer racing against it. You are walking with it. This partnership brings peace. Notice how urgency no longer drives you. My child, trust in motion brings patience without passivity. You will still take initiative, but you will not force doors. You will recognize when something is not aligned and step back without frustration. My child, trust will also refine your expectations. You will no longer expect instant confirmation for every step. You will trust progress even when results are not immediate. You are still here. That steadiness is evidence. My child, trust allows you to be flexible without losing direction. Flexibility used to feel like instability to you. Now it feels like wisdom. This shift matters. My child, trust in motion also affects your relationships. You will stop over-explaining. You will stop anticipating rejection. You will show up as you are, grounded and calm. Breathe. Nothing is being demanded of you. My child, trust will invite you to release control gradually, not all at once, step by step. Control was how you survived. Trust is how you will live. My child, trust does not make you careless. It makes you attentive. Attentiveness is stronger than control because it responds to reality instead of fear. You are still here. My child, trust in motion will bring rest into activity. You will no longer feel depleted simply by thinking about what needs to be done. Your energy will be conserved because resistance has softened. My child, trust also strengthens discernment. You will sense when something is misaligned without needing to justify your feeling. You will act on that sense calmly. Feel how clarity feels quieter than anxiety. My child, trust allows you to recover quickly when things do not go as planned. You will adjust without self-criticism. This resilience will serve you well. My child, trust in motion means you no longer abandon yourself to keep peace with others. You will remain kind without self-erasure. You are still here. My child, trust also invites creativity. When fear loosens, imagination returns. You will think more freely, see options you once missed, and respond with originality. My child, trust does not require perfection. It requires honesty. You will be honest with yourself about capacity, desire, and timing. That honesty is forming now. My child, trust will help you recognize when something has completed its purpose in your life. You will release it without bitterness. Endings will feel cleaner. My child, trust in motion allows you to begin again without shame. You will no longer punish yourself for past hesitation. You are still here. My child, trust brings confidence without arrogance. You will know what you can carry and what you cannot. This self-knowledge is strength. My child, trust also stabilizes your emotions. Feelings will rise and fall without hijacking your direction. Notice the calm beneath sensation. My child, trust in motion will make you reliable to yourself. When you say you will rest, you will. When you say you will act, you will. This integrity builds self-respect. My child, trust does not isolate you. It allows healthy connection without dependency. You will walk alongside others without losing your pace. You are still here. My child, trust will eventually feel ordinary, and that is how you will know it is real. Extraordinary feelings fade. Ordinary peace remains. My child, trust in motion prepares you for what is next without revealing everything at once. This protects you from overwhelm. Stay present. My child, trust is not loud. It does not announce itself. It shows up as steadiness when life presses. You are being formed for that steadiness now. My child, trust will carry you through this season and into the next. It will guide your steps, guard your energy, and ground your heart. You are still here. My child, you are still here. And because you are still here, trust is now turning into confidence that does not need reassurance. Do not scroll now. Do not drift. This is not intensity. This is solidity. 10 seconds are moving again within you, measured and calm, like a foundation settling into place after careful construction. My child, confidence that forms this way is different from the confidence you tried to build before. Before, confidence depended on outcomes. It rose when things worked and collapsed when they did not. What is forming now is quieter. It does not wait for success to exist. It exists first, and success follows in its own time. You are still here. That steadiness is the signal. My child, confidence rooted in alignment does not need comparison. You are no longer scanning others to measure your worth. You are becoming familiar with your own pace, your own capacity, your own direction. This familiarity is strength. My child, confidence like this does not push you to prove anything. It allows you to move without explaining yourself. You will feel less compelled to justify your choices. Silence will feel safe. Notice how the need to defend is gone. My child, confidence also changes how you fail. You will no longer collapse inward when something does not work. You will adjust, learn, and continue without self-condemnation. This resilience is being formed now. My child, confidence allows you to pause without guilt. Rest will no longer feel like weakness. You will recognize rest as preparation rather than avoidance. You are still here. My child, confidence grounded this way also changes your voice. You will speak more slowly, more clearly. You will choose words with intention instead of urgency. My child, confidence does not make you rigid. It makes you flexible without fear. You will adapt without losing yourself. Feel how your body is not tense. My child, confidence also reshapes your relationship with mistakes. You will no longer define yourself by them. They will become information, not identity. My child, confidence does not demand constant affirmation. It does not crumble when unseen. You will know who you are even when no one is watching. You are still here. My child, confidence will also influence your boundaries. You will say no without overthinking. You will say yes without overextending. Balance will feel natural. My child, confidence rooted in presence allows you to receive feedback without shame. You will listen without shrinking or becoming defensive. That openness is strength. My child, confidence will free your energy. You will stop wasting it on doubt, replaying conversations, or imagining rejection. That energy will return to creativity and clarity. My child, confidence does not rush decisions. It waits until alignment feels clear. Waiting will no longer feel like failure. You are still here. My child, confidence also brings consistency. You will show up as the same person across different settings. No more masks. No more adjustment for approval. My child, confidence does not isolate you. It allows connection without dependence. You will enjoy closeness without losing autonomy. Breathe. Nothing is being asked of you. My child, confidence will also reshape how you approach challenges. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" you will ask, "What can I learn?" This shift changes everything. My child, confidence does not guarantee comfort. It guarantees steadiness. You will move through discomfort without panic. You are still here. My child, confidence will bring discernment. You will sense when something aligns with your values and when it does not, without needing external validation. My child, confidence grounded this way does not fade quickly. It grows through experience, not praise. Feel how calm feels heavier than excitement. My child, confidence allows you to trust your inner signals. You will stop ignoring intuition in favor of approval. My child, confidence also allows you to change your mind without shame. Growth will feel fluid, not like inconsistency. You are still here. My child, confidence reshapes your future planning. You will plan realistically, not from fear or fantasy. Your expectations will become kinder and wiser. My child, confidence will allow you to celebrate others without comparison. Their success will not threaten you. That release is important. My child, confidence will carry you into rooms you once felt small in. You will enter without shrinking, without posturing, just present. My child, confidence also teaches you when to walk away. You will recognize misalignment early and exit peacefully. You are still here. My child, confidence grounded in alignment becomes quiet authority. Others may feel it without understanding why. You will not need to announce it. My child, confidence does not rush transformation. It allows it to unfold naturally. Stay present. My child, confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to move with fear without being governed by it. My child, confidence will soon show itself in small decisions, how you spend time, where you invest energy, when you choose rest. You are still here. My child, confidence like this is sustainable. It will not collapse when circumstances shift. It will adapt. My child, confidence will support you in the season ahead. It will guide your pace, protect your peace, and steady your heart. This is settling. If this confidence is taking root within you, type strength in the comments to acknowledge what is forming inside. My child, you are still here. And because you are still here, clarity is beginning to rise without effort. Do not scroll now. Do not disengage. This is not revelation arriving suddenly. This is understanding unfolding gently. 10 seconds are moving again within you, slow and deliberate, like fog lifting without force. My child, clarity that forms this way does not overwhelm you. It does not arrive all at once, demanding immediate action. Instead, it settles quietly, allowing you to see what matters and what no longer requires your attention. This kind of clarity feels calm, not urgent. You are still here. My child, clarity will begin by simplifying your inner world. Thoughts that once competed for your attention will lose their intensity. You will no longer feel pulled in 10 directions at once. Focus will feel natural instead of forced. My child, clarity does not remove complexity from life. It removes confusion from your response to it. You will still face decisions, but they will feel cleaner, less tangled with fear or expectation. Notice how your mind feels less crowded. My child, clarity also changes how you interpret silence. Silence will no longer feel empty or threatening. It will feel informative. You will begin to hear what you previously missed because noise was louder. My child, clarity allows you to distinguish between urgency and importance. Not everything that demands attention deserves it. You are learning how to recognize the difference. You are still here. My child, clarity reshapes your relationship with time. You will stop feeling late for your own life. You will recognize that growth unfolds in stages and that timing is not something to fight. My child, clarity also softens regret. You will see past choices with understanding instead of judgment. Lessons will replace self-blame. Stay present. My child, clarity helps you identify what drains you and what restores you. You will no longer confuse exhaustion with productivity. Rest will become intentional, not reactive. My child, clarity will influence your conversations. You will speak more directly, listen more carefully, and disengage from misunderstandings sooner. You are still here. My child, clarity does not demand certainty before movement. It allows you to take the next step without needing to see the entire path. Trust will replace overanalysis. My child, clarity removes the need to rush decisions just to escape discomfort. You will become comfortable waiting until understanding settles. Feel the steadiness. My child, clarity also reframes obstacles. Instead of viewing them as barriers, you will see them as information guiding your next adjustment. My child, clarity changes how you evaluate success. You will no longer measure progress only by visible outcomes. Internal alignment will matter just as much. You are still here. My child, clarity allows you to let go of what no longer aligns without guilt. Releasing will feel natural rather than dramatic. My child, clarity strengthens discernment. You will sense when something feels right, even if it looks uncertain, and when something feels wrong, even if it appears promising. Notice how your intuition feels calmer. My child, clarity will also affect how you receive others' opinions. You will listen without absorbing. Advice will inform you, not define you. My child, clarity helps you prioritize presence over perfection. You will show up as you are, rather than waiting to feel ready. You are still here. My child, clarity transforms fear. Fear will become a signal to pause and observe, not a command to retreat. My child, clarity will guide your energy. You will invest it where it matters and conserve it where it does not. Stay with this. My child, clarity allows you to recognize patterns, what repeats, what resolves, what evolves. This awareness will help you choose differently without force. My child, clarity also invites compassion for yourself. You will see your humanity as part of growth, not a flaw. You are still here. My child, clarity does not eliminate questions. It teaches you which questions are worth holding and which ones you can release. My child, clarity steadies your expectations. You will no longer demand instant transformation. Progress will feel meaningful, even when gradual. Breathe. My child, clarity influences how you handle uncertainty. You will remain grounded even when answers are incomplete. My child, clarity will allow you to notice subtle opportunities that once went unseen because you were distracted by urgency. You are still here. My child, clarity also reshapes your emotional responses. Emotions will inform you without overwhelming you. You will feel deeply without losing balance. My child, clarity will bring coherence to your values. Choices will align more naturally with what you truly care about. Feel the alignment. My child, clarity is not loud. It does not announce itself. It shows up as ease, direction, and inner quiet. My child, clarity will support you in the season ahead. Decisions will feel less heavy. Movement will feel more intentional. You are still here. My child, clarity becomes a companion rather than a destination. You will return to it again and again through presence. My child, clarity does not separate you from others. It allows you to connect honestly without losing yourself. Stay present. My child, clarity allows you to recognize when enough is enough. Enough effort, enough explanation, enough striving. My child, clarity will help you honor your limits without fear. You are still here. My child, clarity settles when you remain, and you have remained. My child, you are still here, and because we're still here, courage is beginning to surface without strain. Do not scroll now. Do not disengage. This is not the courage that shouts or proves itself. This is the courage that quietly stands up inside you and says, I am ready to live honestly. 10 seconds are moving again within you, steady and intentional, like a heart finding its confident rhythm. My child, this courage does not feel aggressive. It feels grounded. It does not rush you into action. It steadies you so that when you move with integrity. Courage formed this way does not exhaust you. It strengthens you. You are still here. My child, courage will begin by loosening fear's grip on your decisions. Fear will still speak, but it will no longer decide. You will hear it, acknowledge it, and then choose from clarity rather than anxiety. My child, courage allows you to be seen without performing. You will no longer feel the need to present a version of yourself that feels safer but smaller. You will show up as you are. Stay present. My child, courage reshapes how you approach change. Instead of asking, what if this fails? You will begin to ask, what if this grows me? The question itself will shift your posture. My child, courage does not eliminate doubt. It teaches you how to move with doubt without letting it paralyze you. You are still here. My child, courage will show itself in boundaries. You will say no without anger and yes without resentment. You will protect your energy, not out of selfishness, but out of wisdom. My child, courage allows you to pause before responding. You will no longer feel pressured to explain yourself immediately or justify your choices. Notice the steadiness. My child, courage transforms how you relate to the past. Instead of avoiding old memories, you will revisit them with compassion, extracting lessons rather than wounds. My child, courage gives you permission to grieve what did not happen without believing it defines you. You are still here. My child, courage will influence your relationships. You will communicate more clearly and tolerate less confusion. You will value peace over approval. My child, courage does not mean confrontation at every turn. It means honesty when honesty is needed, and silence when silence protects clarity. Stay with this. My child, courage changes how you face uncertainty. Instead of freezing, you will remain curious. Curiosity will replace panic. My child, courage allows you to begin without perfect conditions. You will no longer wait for confidence to arrive before taking the first step. You are still here. My child, courage strengthens your voice. You will speak your truth with respect for others and for yourself. My child, courage also softens your heart. You will forgive more easily, not because harm was acceptable, but because carrying resentment is no longer necessary. Feel the calm. My child, courage will help you choose depth over distraction. You will invest in what matters instead of scattering your energy. My child, courage allows you to rest without guilt. Rest will become an act of trust rather than avoidance. You are still here. My child, courage will show itself during this season. As Christmas approaches, expectations may rise, emotions may surface, memories may stir. Courage will help you navigate all of it without losing yourself. My child, courage allows you to participate without overextending. You will celebrate without forcing joy and reflect without sinking into heaviness. Stay present. My child, courage reframes vulnerability. Opening your heart will feel like strength rather than risk. My child, courage will guide your choices when outcomes are uncertain. You will choose alignment over control. You are still here. My child, courage also brings consistency. You will follow through more often because your actions will align with your values. My child, courage allows you to ask for help without shame and to offer help without superiority. Breathe. My child, courage transforms how you handle conflict. You will address issues without escalation and disengage without resentment. My child, courage does not demand perfection. It allows progress to be enough. You are still here. My child, courage helps you trust your timing. You will stop comparing your pace to others and honor your own process. My child, courage changes how you experience waiting. Waiting will feel purposeful rather than passive. Stay with this. My child, courage will help you release roles that no longer fit. You will no longer carry responsibilities that were never meant to be yours. My child, courage allows you to begin again without labeling yourself a failure. You are still here. My child, courage will become more visible in ordinary moments than in dramatic ones. It will show up when you choose honesty in small conversations and patience in daily routines. My child, courage will guide you through transitions. You will step forward without needing guarantees. Feel the grounding. My child, courage allows you to honor what you feel without being ruled by it. Emotions will inform you, not control you. My child, courage will help you let go of what no longer aligns without bitterness. You are still here. My child, courage does not separate you from peace. It protects peace by giving it structure. My child, courage will become a quiet companion rather than a dramatic effort. Stay present. My child, courage is settling because you have remained. It is forming not as a momentary impulse, but as a steady posture. My child, as Christmas draws near, this courage will help you enter rooms with calm confidence and leave them without regret. My child, you are still here, and this is where the message completes. Not with urgency, not with repetition, but with clarity. What you have received was never meant to rush you or overwhelm you. It was meant to steady you. You were not drawn here by accident, and you did not stay by coincidence. Something in you recognized truth, and truth does not shout, it settles. This moment is not asking you to do more. It is inviting you to carry less. You are releasing patterns that trained you to move before listening, to give without rest, to explain what no longer needs explanation. You are stepping out of survival mode and into alignment, and alignment always feels quieter than striving but far more powerful. As you move forward from here, you will notice the difference in small, unmistakable ways. Your responses will slow, not because you lack passion, but because you now have discernment. Your decisions will feel cleaner, not because life is easier, but because you are clearer. You will stop chasing validation and start trusting direction. You will rest without guilt, speak without rehearsing, and walk away from what drains you without needing to justify it. This is not detachment. This is maturity. This is peace with backbone. Understand this clearly. What you received here is meant to be lived, not revisited. You do not need to return to this moment to find calm again. You carry it now. When pressure rises, you will feel steadiness instead of panic. When choices appear, you will sense alignment instead of confusion. When noise surrounds you, you will remain centered instead of scattered. This is how you will know the work is finished, not by emotion, but by stability. Before you go, anchor this moment once. If this message grounded you, like it as a sign of alignment. If you know someone who needs peace more than motivation, share it with them. If you want to stay connected to content that strengthens rather than overwhelms, join this space and walk forward with clarity. And if you feel led, not compelled, not pressured, but led to express gratitude or support through super thanks, do so freely, because generosity offered from alignment always returns with peace.